What's going on, everybody? Devon Banks of America. This is the Not for Debate podcast. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and all other major streaming platforms. Also, be sure to go ahead and check us out on our social media pages, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. NFL Week 16 betting odds and spreads. Like last week.
It's the week 16.
Yeah, we're in week 16.
No way. I thought it was week 13 or something like that. Wow.
Yeah. We are in week 16. And I wanted to go ahead and start the pod off as far as talking about how you feel about possibly having football. I'll probably say 5 days a week now.
I think that's a bit excessive. I don't like that.
Think so?
Yeah. I don't like the idea of that. I think that's just a bit excessive. I'm sorry. My apologies. I feel like this is too much. I'm all for it. Like if it came to that, and it was, we got football 5 days. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain at all. I just think it's too excessive. How are they gonna figure, like, what kind of schedule would that be like? You know what I mean?
Well, obviously, we're going to keep the Monday night game. And then Tuesday, which was yesterday, we had the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Rams and the Seahawks. So we had the discussion yesterday of the possibility of them changing the timing of the two games because they had the games on at the same time yesterday. So I will probably say move one of those games to either 5 o'clock. Make it 5 o'clock Eastern time. And then make that second game at like 8:15, 8:30-ish for us to have the opportunity to watch both games. And then obviously we keep the Thursday night game. And then we have the two games on Saturday and the remaining games on Sunday and keep Sunday night football.
Man, what a schedule, bro. Like, I don't even think the players would agree to this. Players already got enough on their plate, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think the players would even agree to this. Unless, the only way I see players agreeing to this would have to be a situation where they're going to have to, if they're going to do 7 days a week, they're going to have to pay these guys more. That's just straight up. And is the NFL ready to do that? We already got a deal. Go ahead.
No. What we talking about? The games on Tuesdays and stuff?
Having a consistent thing of having football games 5 days a week.
Go ahead and finish your point, Banks. I'm sorry. I just want to know what y'all was talking about.
No, it's cool. I just don't think. I don't see the players standing up, getting behind this. Unless you the whole point of them becoming NFL players was the flexibility. Like, can you imagine the life of an NFL player? How you know what I mean? Imagine that, bro. Like, they got freedom. They're rich. They're millionaires. Their job is to go play a sport for their job. You know what I mean? Now you're trying to go to having football every day. That's like, they're working a regular job now. Like, I don't see it working, bro. I'm just saying.
And you know what? To that point, I think that's physically demanding too, because football, you play football, you hurting for a week. That's why it's a week apart. Having football every day, like I don't like that either. I think that's too much. I think another thing about football is that the fact that we have to wait for it every week, the anticipation for waiting for football is what makes it good as well. So, I don't agree with that either.
I hear you. But now,
here comes the indifference.
Here's the thing though now, because this is season 2 of us playing football under COVID. And they made the rule there are going to be consequences for the whole COVID protocol. If teams were catching COVID and they didn't have enough players on their roster for them to be able to play, they were just going to forfeit the games. But it seemed like the NFL has caved in and they postponed 3 games now? 3 games.
Yeah,
right.
They postponed 3 games, so we called their bluff.
It's even the NFL. Sorry to take me, but the NBA has postponed games too. So
that's true.
That's
college
true, but I
football.
feel like in the NBA is more adaptable because you have games every day.
Every day, pretty much, yeah.
Opposed to, like Greg said, like it builds up the anticipation. You get football on mostly Sunday. Most of the games get played on Sunday, and then you had the Monday night game, and then I can't remember, what was it 2006, 7 that we ended up adding Thursday night football. So, and that was that before that was a holiday thing. So
Right, yeah.
it seems like that's the way if COVID continues to be there.
Right. I mean, if COVID continues, which it's more likely than not, because it's a virus, an uncontainable virus, by the way. It may happen, but I don't know, man. I mean, think about the players still complain about Thursday night games. They don't like them. Like, they don't like Thursday night games, bro. Just like they don't like playing games overseas. They're going to have to interact with the fans and stuff like that. I mean, for the fans, maybe they like it, but a lot of guys have been vocal about not having Thursday night games and traveling internationally.
But there's no way that, like, okay, they just played yesterday on Tuesday. There's no way that teams will have a Tuesday game and then come and play Thursday because it's a new week. They wouldn't do that, right? Because that would be insane.
No, yeah, that's probably not going to be the situation. That's probably going to be excuse me. Every team is probably going to have, in that case, if they're trying to do it every day, that would probably mean every team is going to have a Thursday night game in a week within a year.
Right.
I mean, everybody's playing Thursday. You're going to have a Thursday night game.
That's
and
true.
You're also going to have a Saturday night game. So
they would have to do a major shuffle around just
absolutely.
for them not to have games for them to be on a Monday night and then turn around and do it on a Thursday night, or even a Monday night or a Tuesday night, just so they won't make it to that Thursday night for them to push it to being on a Sunday the very next
and
week.
You know what else I see? I see maybe 18 to 20 games with 2 bye weeks. I see that as well. Instead of having 1 bye week, everybody has 2 bye weeks.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to throw a second bye week in there. They would have to.
Yeah, they would have to.
They would have to.
Well, they already added the extra game in there, so
yeah, right. They're gonna have to throw an extra bye in there. They have to kind of compensate for.
It's crazy, man.
Know, man.
The world is changing, man. The NFL is changing.
I don't think these guys are going to be equipped to do. I just feel like it's going to just open up a can of worms. NFL players didn't go to the NFL to work an everyday job, bro. They like it or not, the NFL is going to. If they do that, it's going to feel like a 9 to 5 to them. They're going to be going to work 5 days out of the week, bro. It feels like. That means they're going to have to adjust the schedule of everything. Meetings, practices, which means you're probably going to get even less practice time. Like, it's a lot, bro. I don't know. It's a lot, but it's something to think about, though. It's a good point.
It's definitely something to think about moving forward as we notice the COVID uprise is out of control right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
man.
Really is.
We thought it was over. Everybody got comfortable. Everybody, okay, it's good. We're going back to normal. Nope. Not yet.
They weren't. I never thought it was over. I still go around, even though I'm a vaccinated individual. I'm pro-vaccination, but I'm not against anybody not getting vaxxed. Let me be clear. I'm pro-vax, but I'm not against anybody that's not getting vaxxed. I just think, like I said on the record last week, if you're not going to be vaccinated, you should follow rules in terms of wearing a mask. That's just what I think.
Even if you are vaccinated, still be careful,
still
because
wear masks. But
people who get vaccinated, they still catch the disease or the virus, which don't make sense to me. But whatever.
One of my guys, one of our Xbox buddies, which I'm not going to say his name, but one of my guy friends just on Xbox said something very. I'm gonna be nice about it. Didn't make sense. typically, I would say it was stupid, whatever. But I'm going to respect it because we're on air, and I don't want him to be embarrassed. But we were talking about the COVID thing, and he's like, "Yeah, well, what the hell you want to get the virus, the vaccination for? Does it solve it?" I'm like, "Dude, you can still get the flu with a flu shot. What the hell are you talking about, bro?" Like, it's just the amount of misinformation. I wish we could kind of get down to the facts of this stuff, so we can everybody can just stop being WebMD on Facebook and social media. I kind of wish we just get the facts out. What are the facts about COVID? Like, What are they? Do any of us even know still? Like, it changes up every week, seems like.
No, we don't know anything. Only the government, the people who need to know.
Right. Feels like aliens, right? Okay.
Something.
Basically. I think we had this discussion last week. Like, if we actually had like celebrities and people in politics to come out and say that they're actually vaccinated, I think that will convince more people, will encourage people to get the vaccination too as well.
Well, remember
I don't know why.
You don't think so?
Weeks ago, no, I don't think so.
I mean, who cares if a celebrity tells you to go get vaccinated? You should do it because you want to do it, not because of somebody who's famous to tell you to do it. Like,
well, at the end of the day, yeah, it's still your choice. Yeah, it's still your choice, but it gives people an assurance that, okay, if people in the government saying, okay, it's cool for us to take that vaccine, then there should nothing should happen to us. Because I think that's the biggest issue. People have their conspiracy theories that they're going to turn into the Walking Dead or something.
Right. And
there's a lot of stuff people say. It's just crazy.
It's just so stupid and not possible, bro. Like, well, let me not say not possible because we've seen the impossible.
Yeah, you never know.
So you never know. But I don't think so, bro. But remember, don't forget, a few weeks ago, maybe less, not weeks ago, a few months ago, when they first announced that they had the COVID vaccination, you guys don't remember? They had all these celebrities on commercials like, go get vaccinated, go get vaccinated. I did. So it's not like they're not out there doing it. You know what I mean? Like, they've had commercials for this stuff and everything. It's just, it's like I said, we live in a very rebellious era, in a rebellious time, where people don't want to be told they have to do something. People have a problem with that now. No one wants to be told that you got to do this and do that. We already got people that break rules, and people are more rebellious now than they ever been. It's unprecedented how rebellious people have become. Like, no one feels like you can tell them anything.
I think it's a little bit of that, but it's also a little bit of, people are more free-spirited and do research, and people honestly just don't believe in the government. I mean, there's been too many examples of how government mistreated
people. But they
people,
believe in the government when it comes time for some stimulus or some food stamps. You believe in the government then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's always a gray area, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't believe that the COVID vaccination is whatever. Okay, so what if they enforce where, in order for you to get these additional benefits, which is what I think should happen, in order for you to get these additional benefits and all that stuff, you had to prove proof of vaccination. What will people do then? They'll complain about it.
They'll get the vaccine.
Okay, thank you.
I have to keep it in 100. If, like, let's play. I know this is a sports show, but let's play devil's advocate here. If they come out tomorrow and say, we're taking away your food stamps because you're not vaccinated, how many people you think will run up to go and get the COVID?
They gonna run their ass down there, bro.
I'm just, hey, I'm in the middle of this spectrum. I'm not for or against it. I do have my questions about it, but to get people to take it, you know what buttons to push.
Right, but that's not really fair or good, or that's pretty much forcing people to do something that they might not want to do. I don't really like that, but hey, if that's what they do, people gotta do what they gotta do. If you wanna keep the benefits that you have, go get the damn vaccine. Me, I'm neutral. I don't really trust the government, but at the same time, I understand the other point of view. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to get the vaccine, but if I have to, I'll just do it.
Right. Well, I'm just thinking about it too. I know we're going to move forward to it. I'm just thinking about it like this. It's unfortunate because DeVore and I were just talking off air. You have guys like DeVore and I who are in. If DeVore and I don't get the vaccination, and we both work privately, we both go to work. Aside of us trying to get rich off this, we both gotta go. We gotta go to work. Me and DeVore aren't in a situation where we can. You know what? I don't want to get vaccinated. I can risk losing my job. We're not in that area. There's a thing called child support, and me and DeVore are we're very in tune with what that is, right, D? So we don't have that option, bro. Like, I have to go get the vaccination, or I risk losing my job, which means I default on my child support payment, which I've been making since I've been put on it, unfortunately, and I risk getting my rights and liberties taken away from you for not paying child support. So we're damned regardless.
All three of us are on child support, by the way. So yeah.
Oh, you are too. See, I didn't know that. See.
Yeah.
So what options do you have? Like, if you don't take the vaccination, you're going to be out of a job because most employers are requiring it. If you're not going to have a vaccination, you're going to have to get a COVID test every week. I think about that too. Like, do I want to get a test every single week when I can just get a shot, get it over with, not have to deal with those shots and stuff no more? It's not like they're asking for you to. Now, I can see they're saying you got to get vaccinated, and then you also have to do a shot every week too. I'll be like, no. It's one or the other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
so basically, just get the shot to make your life easier. Just get it and just deal with it. I get you.
Just get the shit over with and just whatever.
But there's some people who just still say, F that. I'm still not. I don't care. There's some people that feel that way. So, but I get your point too.
Remember that rebellious people that I was telling you about? That's them. That's the people that you can't tell me what to do.
I just don't like having to get something put up my nose every week.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah,
I hate that feeling. Like, it is so uncomfortable. I probably had, I want to say, 8 COVID tests already. Just having a common cold, you are forced to get a COVID test, and I dread it almost as much as me getting a shot at the doctor. I hate that feeling of somebody digging up my nose, and people do it differently too. There's certain people that do it nice and gentle, and there's other people that just jam that motherfucker right up your nose and just go all the way around, and that's makes me angry. But
very uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. And speaking of which, I got to do it tomorrow. But we're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna look at this NFL playoff picture. Currently sitting right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are sitting at the 1 seed in the AFC. The Patriots are the 2 seed. The Titans are the 3 seed. The Cincinnati Bengals are the 4th seed. The Colts are the 5th seed. The Bills are the 6th seed. The Chargers are the 7th seed. And currently in the hunt are the Ravens, the Steelers, the Raiders, the Browns, the Dolphins, and the Broncos. As far as the NFC, you have the Packers at the 1 seed, the Buccaneers at the 2 seed, the Cowboys at the 3 seed, the Rams at the 4th seed. At the 5th seed, we have the Cardinals, and the 6th seed, the Niners. The 7th seed is the Eagles, and in the hunt is the New Orleans Saints, the Vikings, the Washington football team, and the Falcons. Now, the playoffs. What
did you hear that last part? The 7th seed of the Eagles. I gotta throw that in there, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Now, but if the playoffs was to start today, the Chargers would play the Patriots, the Bills would play the Titans, the Colts would play the Bengals, the Eagles would play the Buccaneers, the 49ers would play the Cowboys, and the Cardinals would play the Rams.
Ooh, I love it.
Cardinals and Rams, huh?
Love it. We're sending their ass home.
So I guess the question for you guys is right now, who would be the team that you would not want to see in the playoffs right now?
The 49ers. I think the 49ers and the 49ers and obviously the Buccaneers, but I think the 49ers are scary, man. They're scary to me. I would be worried if I was facing them because they're a solid team. They have a chance to knock out somebody. The Rams, I think if the Rams get their act together, they'll be fine. I think they can beat Arizona on the road if they have to. That's the NFC. As far as the AFC, I wouldn't want to face the Titans once they get everybody back, or the Colts. The Colts are kind of, they're kind of quietly on the little run here. They won a big game last 2 weeks actually. I don't have faith in the Chargers, and I don't have faith in Buffalo. So to me, in the AFC is the Colts, the Titans, and the Patriots. Well, the Patriots will have a bye week, but the Titans and the Colts to me.
Yeah, I agree with those picks too, especially the AFC picks. I love the Indianapolis Colts as a dark horse to make a big push. Indianapolis is just clicking right now, man. I'm big on them, man. I feel like they've gotten through the rough part of their schedule, even though their schedule doesn't get easy at all. They've had probably the hardest schedule all season. Their schedule is brutal. And somehow they're still standing. And shout out to Jonathan Taylor, man. Clear, I think he should get an MVP, which we all know it's not going to happen because he's a running back, but he should get it. He's just, it's clear that team goes as far as he goes. He's just so good. And for my NFC pick, I would probably have to say, honestly, man, not to be biased or anything like that, but it got to be Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, man. It just got to be. Like it's until Tom Brady's out of the playoffs, you're safe.
Wait, divorce.
Yes.
Their second or third seed, the Buccaneers. I forgot it. What seed are they?
The Buccaneers are the second seed.
So they would have a bye week, or they would play the seventh.
No.
They would have a bye week, so they play the 7th seed. So they would be playing the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, that's a shot. You trying to take a shot? You trying to say the Eagles are a bye week?
I said they wouldn't have a bye week.
Oh, they would. Oh, okay.
But they will have a bye week because they're gonna destroy the Eagles.
Stop it.
They're gonna destroy the Eagles.
I don't.
They're gonna destroy y'all.
We'll go up to 6 and play somebody else. We ain't playing the Buccaneers.
I like that better.
Okay, so since Banks kind of touched on the MVP race right now, who is currently sitting at who is your number one guy to win the MVP?
I mean, I like Jonathan Taylor, but I guess Aaron Rodgers is going to win. He shouldn't win. Well, he should win. He has the numbers, but I just want to see something different. I'm tired of seeing quarterback, but it's going to be a quarterback. We all know that. I can't think of anybody else. Any defensive guys that shine this year?
Well, you could possibly put Micah Parsons in that conversation. You could put
Aaron Donald's been getting hot lately.
True.
Aaron Donald, TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, that's right. Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah.
Myles Garrett.
And I feel Robert Quinn should get some recognition too. No takers? Robert Quinn. You know who Robert Quinn is. You know who Robert Quinn is. You know who Robert Quinn is.
Never heard of him.
He's the one that taught Aaron Donald what he do. But
whatever.
Currently sitting right now, Robert Quinn is sitting with 16 sacks on the season,
which is amazing.
I feel like he deserves a little bit of shine. I know the Chicago Bears aren't winning.
No. Right.
Yeah, but they're not winning. But hey, I feel like he's the most valuable player on that team right now.
There's always a discussion in any sport. The MVP, does the MVP have to be on the team that's winning? I feel like the MVP has to be on a team that is producing and winning. Yes, I agree with that. So even though he's playing well, 16 sacks is amazing. Come on, man. He plays for the Bears. He can't win the MVP. Stop it. Come on.
He plays for the Bears. He can't win the MVP. Okay, so I feel like we need to exclude Micah Parsons from the conversation too, because I feel like the reason why the Dallas Cowboys are winning is because of Dak Prescott.
Yeah, but they have a winning record.
Because of Dak Prescott. I know. No, it's since we go.
Wait, is he saying Dak was responsible?
Wait, hold on. Wait. You just gave Dak a compliment. Did you just say that?
Right.
I could have sworn that I forfeited and said that Dak is playing pretty well this year. And I feel like people.
Forfeited? No, you didn't say that publicly though.
I did say it publicly. We can check the tape.
I'm sorry.
Yes, we can check the tape.
No. I said, now,
and I also said last week that people are a little bit too hard on Dak right now because of the way he played last year in the first 5 games, raised the expectation for him. So his decline as far as this year, to me, is not that bad, but to others, that's not good enough.
I actually think he's playing pretty decent this year. I don't think he's great superstar status, but he's okay. Like he's doing what he needs to do. I think the Cowboys are winning collectively as a whole. I don't think it's just fully him. He has a lot to do with it, but I think the Cowboys are winning as a team. But that's just my opinion.
So Banks, 17 and a half sacks for TJ Watt, and you have 16 sacks for Robert Quinn.
We also didn't include Myles Garrett.
We could possibly include Myles Garrett into the conversation.
It has to be. He's right now the front runner for the defensive player of the year, in my opinion. Even though Robert Quinn has the most sacks and T.J. Watt is still there, this is going to be a very close race. Micah Parsons is going to be a part of that, but we're talking about MVP right now, bro. I am going to stand on my MVP pick.
Aaron Rodgers?
Want to see Jonathan Taylor now. I want to see Jonathan Taylor win it.
It's going to Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like he deserves it.
Aaron Rodgers deserves it more.
Yeah. Miles Garrett, by the way, has 15 sacks.
He does deserve it. He is the unanimous MVP. He deserves it.
There's no such thing for Aaron. There's not unanimous at all. There's a guy called Tom Brady who's still around. Tom Brady had a bad
the same Tom Brady who lost on Sunday Night Football to the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell game that was. 9-0. What was that? That was terrible.
Isn't that the same guy? Isn't that the same team that beat Aaron Rodgers and made him look pathetic week 1? Okay.
That's true.
But listen, what you're not understanding is if you take Tom Brady off the Buccaneers, they'll still be solid. If you take Aaron Rodgers off Green Bay, they're nothing. They're nothing.
I'm just saying, like everybody was talking about.
I wonder what Jameis Winston got to say about all this.
Okay, I just want to put this out there. Everybody, the Tom Brady lovers was like, Tom Brady had no help. He had no help. But at the end of the day,
that's a different situation, DeVore. We're talking about that's a different team. That's not the same situation.
We talk about with the Buccaneers on Sunday night when they lost Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
The Patriots. Okay, my bad.
No. Yeah. The Buccaneers.
Okay, I thought you was talking about when Tom was on the Patriots. My bad.
Oh, I ain't worried about Tom on the Patriots. We all know the reason why they end up winning those Super Bowls.
Stop.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers. If you take away Devontae Adams, like what do you have? I think Aaron Jones is your second best receiver on the team.
I want to see Aaron Rodgers go and win another MVP. You know, Aaron Rodgers should win it. I agree. Aaron Rodgers should win it. I want to see it.
He's double talking because he don't care about the MVP because he knows when Aaron gets in the playoffs for some reason they don't win.
I know. Yeah, I know. You can give Aaron Rodgers another MVP ring. All that's going to do is just be another trophy that does not matter. He's going to win MVP, get in the playoffs, and get put out. Book it.
Hey, but guess what? They the number one seed, and you got to go through Green Bay for you to be able to get to the Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter. People have done it before. That was the same
situation last year, DeVore.
Yeah, it was the same situation last year. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Aaron Rodgers, he choked. But it's all good, though. We get a second crack at it this year.
If you got Green Bay in the Super Bowl? Put on the record, though, it was known. This is the same thing last year. Same exact situation. Yes. The season went the same way. Green Bay is going to walk away as the best team in the NFC and the NFL. Have the unanimous MVP. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers and yada, yada, and then people forget that the real season starts in the playoffs. We'll see.
Okay.
Like all the Dallas Cowboys fans. We'll see in the playoffs, Dallas.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. Yeah, especially for the Dallas Cowboys fans. You guys are going to have to sit the big boy table down. You ain't going to keep on sitting here beating down all these mediocre and terrible teams anymore. You got to sit.
Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
We'll see, Arizona.
Okay, so wait. I got a question. What about my pick with San Francisco? I think they're a sleeper team. Y'all disagree, agree, or what?
No, I don't agree. I'm sorry. Agree? I can't. Okay. I can't get behind Arizona because
it's San Francisco.
San Francisco. I'm sorry. I can't get behind San Francisco because currently sitting right now is either it's George Kittle or Deebo Samuel or bust on offense. And then I don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback at all because they don't have a running back. So when I look at teams going into the playoffs, what's the running game look like? Like that's the big question for me. What is the running game looking like? And unfortunately, I got to put the Rams in the conversation because of the fact that with them having Sony Michel and Darrell Henderson, they looking pretty good back there to limit Matthew Stafford's attempts, to limit those mistakes. And I do agree with you about the Colts because Jonathan Taylor right now, what he did against the New England Patriots, that is going to be tough to stop moving forward into the playoffs. Now, there is a little conspiracy theory out here. In my honest opinion, is that the New England Patriots kind of held back on the Indianapolis Colts because he was probably saving that little game plan for the playoffs, but that is yet to be seen.
Well, there's always conspiracy stuff with the Patriots, but Banks, what What you think about the 49ers? You disagree with DeVore?
Yeah, I definitely disagree. I don't like the 49ers at all. I hate them. But they're a good team. I mean, they're a good team, but they're not gonna make no noise. The 49ers is not the same team. They're not making no noise.
I said they're not
I can't wait
making
to play
no
them
noise.
again. That's what I know. I want to play them again. They
Don't
keep
the Rams?
my ass. I don't have nothing nice to say about them.
Don't the Rams play them again before the season over? Don't they? Yeah,
yes,
right.
We do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do. And all the Rams got to do is win one more game, and we're in the playoffs. We're a lot for the playoffs. Just one more game. We're there. So it'll happen. We'll be in the playoffs. And all this talk, it's time to show. It's time to show and tell now, baby. We'll see. The Rams got a big game this week against Minnesota, so we'll see.
It's time to show and tell with the Buccaneers going back to back, huh?
Yeah, it's right. Put up a shut up time for the Rams. My man was talking all quiet last week. Oh, we have a lot left to show before I get confident behind my Rams again. That's what he said last week. I couldn't even. I couldn't even clip it for more than. I couldn't even clip it more than a minute. He usually begs me on a tangent for about 2 or 3 minutes about his.
Nah, he was quiet. That's why I was like, yo, that's not Banks' confidence. What are screaming? What are yelling?
Yeah. What are screaming? What are yelling at? He said, "This is what he said verbatim." I'm just keep it short and sweet.
Because there's nothing to talk about with his team yet, man. We haven't crossed that. We still haven't played our best football game yet. So we'll see. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. We'll see. We get in there.
Let me just say something. This ain't basketball where you got to beat a team 4 times. So in football, the best team doesn't always win. So the Giants came in 9-7, 10-6, and got hot and made it to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, watch out for the Eagles. That's all. Just watch out for them. Watch out.
Yeah. So what's the first team, bro? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Go ahead. Where is the first team? We have the Thursday night game, the San Francisco 49ers at the Tennessee Titans. The San Francisco 49ers are a 3.5-point favorite.
Wait, on the road they're favorite? Well, Tennessee's injured, so that's probably
Tennessee is they are. I don't even know how I want to put this, to be honest with you, with Tennessee. They're trying to get healthy. I'm leaving it at that. They're trying to get healthy.
Yeah, they're missing a lot of guys. I guess I'll take San Francisco with the points. And take the under too. It's gonna be a low scoring game to me.
Under 44.5.
Yeah, I mean they scored 13 points last game against and Pittsburgh defense is they're nice. And I think the 49ers defense is pretty good too. So I think it'll be a low scoring game.
What you got?
Yeah, I would have to agree with that as well. I like San Francisco. 3-point spread. Give me San Francisco with the spread. I like that. Tennessee just doesn't have enough. And just to bring up a point, Ryan Tannehill does not look good.
Let's get into that actually. Let's get into that because you was talking tough. You was talking real tough Sunday night. So we definitely gonna get into that.
Oh, here we go.
I'm always saying that, bro.
Hey, they just got to get healthy right now. Ryan Tannehill, he ain't got no help.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. We back to that Dolphin stuff again, huh?
I'm keeping it 100.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Titans.
I do feel like if everybody comes back for Tennessee, they might make it all the way. Just never know. That's how talented of a team they are. But without all their players, I don't see them doing anything, and they're not winning this game. That defense for the San Francisco 49ers is. I don't know if they're better than Pittsburgh, but they're almost as good.
Tennessee's better when they're counted out. When they're the underdog, they are a better team. I will give them that. When you don't think Tennessee should win the game, for some reason, they come out with the best game plan ever. Ryan Tannehill throws 6 passes all game, and but this is not going to happen. They're not going to make a lot of noise this time. Derrick Henry is that him not being on the field with them is hurting them. I don't care what no one says. It's not the same for them. It's just not the same. And it's not the same for Ryan Tannehill either. So are they going to make some noise? Are they going to make the playoffs? Yes, because that division ain't all that great. But the Colts are there, so the Titans better figure it out. But yeah, give me San Francisco. Like I said, I like San Francisco with the 3. I like it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm taking the Tennessee Titans. Yep, I'm taking the Tennessee Titans money line them. I'm not
Okay.
even gonna. I'm not even gonna bother to go back and touching that one. But next game is on the Saturday night game. You have the Cleveland Browns at the Green Bay Packers.
I don't think Green Bay cares about this game, to be honest with you. I think they've
Oh
already
yeah,
locked
they
themselves.
care. They
You
care.
think so?
They want
Okay.
that. They want that. They want that home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So they definitely care.
Yeah, they got to keep winning. They got to keep winning.
Mm.
Dallas is
So
right
who-
in that.
Dallas and Arizona, right?
No, Dallas, Tampa, and Arizona. They're
Okay.
still right behind them. So
I was gonna go
Yeah.
with Cleveland with the upset, but I guess I'll go with Green Bay with the points, and I think that it's gonna go over. I think these two teams can score when they want to. So yeah, I go with Green Bay with the points and go over.
I'm going with Green Bay too as well. They're going to cover the 7 points.
Tough for me, man. I think I might actually go for Cleveland here, man. I feel like this is going to be too many. Well, Green Bay's at home. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna rock with Cleveland on this one. I'm gonna take Cleveland with the points. I feel like Cleveland needs to play for something now, and they're going to come out a little bit more hungry compared to the last performance they on the field. They played terrible, and this is mostly sometimes this is one of those trap games where it just looks like on paper, oh, it's just oh my God, Green Bay got this all the way, and then
Right.
Cleveland ends up covering.
See, that's what I was thinking too. That's why I wanted to pick Cleveland. But then again, isn't Cleveland missing like what 5-6 guys? They're still missing guys, right? On the COVID, or they came back.
They should be coming back, but
Yeah, they should be
still
coming
have
back.
the issue with
Okay.
Baker Mayfield with the labrum injury. I don't trust Cleveland to win a shootout with Green Bay if it came down to that. So,
Well, not win, but cover. I would say they might cover, but I still would take
Right.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win. I think they're going to cover the points. I think they're going to go. I think it's going to be like a 4-point victory, 3-point victory. I think it's going to be close because the difference is Myles Garrett makes a big difference. I don't care what nobody says. Like, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't like to be pressured. He just doesn't. No quarterback does, but Aaron Rodgers doesn't like it, especially. And him and Tom Brady don't like being pressured. And Myles Garrett is a one-man army. So with that, with their defense and being able to run the ball effectively, I think that Cleveland should keep it close. If not, Green Bay's going to run away with it. But give me Cleveland.
Okay.
all right. So next up, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Arizona Cardinals, and excuse me, we don't have a line on here. Somebody please look the line up for me real fast.
Yeah, right now it's pretty much a pick'em game. Arizona's a -1 in this game, but so typically in those types of games, that ends up being a pick'em because it's just too close to call. But right now, all the money is coming in on Indianapolis to cover. So this is probably gonna end up being a pick'em game. Honestly, I mean, you have to pick your poison.
I would money line the Colts on the road. I would. I think Arizona's kind of coming down a little bit. Like I don't have faith in them. I really don't. I don't see any. I know Kyler Murray is great, but that ankle injury really affected him, in the beginning of the season. I just have more. I think the Colts, like we said earlier, they're on the roll. The running game, the defense, they just look solid. So I'll go with the Colts with the ups. Well, I don't know if it's really upset, but with the money line with the Colts. Would that be considered an upset? I guess so because they're on the road, but not really, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Better record, better everything.
Okay.
This is a good game. I ain't gonna sit here and stunt. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I'm gonna take the Cardinals because I don't believe in Indianapolis Colts secondary. I feel like the Cardinals definitely got to bounce back up to that terrible performance versus the Detroit Lions. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Cardinals and I'm going to money line them. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna money line them.
I don't think you go wrong with any pick here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but yeah, there's no way I'm going to pull for the Arizona Cardinals again because I'm trying to win the division. So give me Indianapolis with whatever.
Shout out to Finsanity.
Hey, what's going
Everybody
on,
in the chat.
Finsanity? Merry Christmas.
What up, Insanity? Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, absolutely. Merry Christmas.
What we got next? So we have the the Detroit Lions at the Atlanta Falcons, and the Falcons are favored by 6 points.
Over Detroit?
Yep.
I don't get this.
Well, when are people going to learn about Detroit, man? What else does Detroit have to do? Like,
And Detroit sucks. Detroit.
No,
sucks.
that's not the point though. The point is they cover the spread. That's the point.
Detroit sucks.
We know they suck, but they cover. I don't know what
They cover all the time. Yeah.
I think teams just go in there thinking, okay, these bums, we're gonna wipe the floor with them. And I think that's what teams do. They tend to underestimate the Detroit Lions, and then they end up making a couple of mistakes, and then boom, the Lions are in the game. So I took my hat to Dan Campbell because he proved me wrong when he was with the Dolphins.
He can coach, man.
Yeah. I didn't doubt him as far as him being a good coach, but as a head coach, I thought that was a little bit of a stretch. And the whole issue about other possible coaching candidates to fulfill that Detroit Lions job were more qualified than him. But considering how he just got his second win with the Detroit Lions, I can respect that. Go ahead,
man. No, I was gonna say this might be the greatest 2-11-1 team ever.
Man, let's be real here. Like, when you look at the roster is just there's a whole bunch of no-name guys on the roster, except for Jared Goff right now.
Hard, yeah.
Yeah, they play hard, but I want to see if this is sustainable for Dan Campbell, because this is not the first time I've seen Dan Campbell have a head coaching job and everybody drank that Bugs Bunny secret stuff from Space Jam and they play good for a couple of games and then they just sputter out at the end. So I need to see some consistency from Dan Campbell before I'm fully in the boat with him.
They just need more talent. That's all. If they get more talent, Detroit will be fine. I think Banks said that previously. He said that the Detroit, I think you said they were on the come up. They just need more talent. Didn't you say something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Detroit's not are they a good team though? Are they that bad? They're just unlucky, man. Detroit can actually have it. Yeah. They had a lot of close games this year, man. I think that Dan Campbell is a great coach, and I feel like with some more pieces, they'll make some noise. But I want to bring up a point just really quick, because for years I had to hear people say, well, the only reason why Tom Brady was good is because he played in a division that was not so great. How about Aaron Rodgers in his career? How about that? Like, what has Aaron Rodgers had to play against in that conference? Like, let's just be honest.
There was a few years that the Bears were decent and a few years that the Vikings were decent, but pretty much he didn't have any competition in that division.
The Bears were competition and the Vikings were competition.
Only for a few years.
The Bears has always been there as being a top defense.
No. They were never really a threat. Stop it.
Aaron Rodgers had to play the Chicago Bears in the playoffs.
Bruh, Jay Cutler.
What?
Stop it.
But they was there though. But the Bears. See, you over here individualizing one player from a team. You separate team success from a player. So
what I'm saying
are they there in spite of the player, or are they there because of the player?
What I'm saying is Rex Grossman and Jay Cutler ain't beating Aaron Rodgers. Stop it. Get out of here.
But they were there though. But they were there though. If we being completely 100 with each other, at least those teams were 500 teams. We talk about Tom Brady with the New England Patriots, but most times the Buffalo Bills were sub 500, the Miami Dolphins were sub 500, the New York Jets were sub 500. So you cannot compare the two. The Jets, yes. The Jets, yes. They had two.
Hold on. The Rex Ryan years, when he was there 4 or 5 years, they were competitors to the Patriots. The Rex Ryan years, Rex Ryan team. that team was competitive with Revis and all them. And
Okay, I'm about
yeah.
to pull your card now.
They beat them in the playoffs.
With Mark Sanchez. With Mark Sanchez, though.
I'd rather have Mark Sanchez than Jay fucking Cutler.
I'd rather have Cutler than Mark Sanchez.
No, stop it. No.
Yeah, I'd rather have Cutler, but I'm just saying, I don't. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has anyway. But yeah, yeah.
Continue, Banks. Where we at? The Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Cincinnati Bengals are a 2.5-point favorite.
I mean, without Lamar, I mean, you have to go with Cincinnati. But Cincinnati been such a disappointment. They never cover. They don't win the games that they're supposed to win. But again, they're playing a team without their quarterback. So, I mean, I don't know. I would stay away from this game. I would pick Cincinnati, but who knows, man? Cincinnati just lets you down all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Cincinnati on this one, man. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens are going to need Lamar Jackson for this game.
Yeah.
Even though, shout out to Huntley, man. Huntley played great. He looked like a real, formidable quarterback. He looked like he can compete. So shout out to him, man. I'm not against anybody. I'm not against anybody in the league unless your name is Josh Rosen. So other than that, I'm okay with it. But I think Cincinnati. I believe in Cincinnati, man. This is the game they show that they really serious, and they get one game closer to clinching the playoff spot.
Bro, you know how many times you said Cincinnati and they let you down? I'm just saying,
Yeah, I know. Same as the Carolina Panthers, bro. So I know, man. I know. We'll see.
Divisional game, AFC North divisional game with huge playoff implications. I'm gonna go ahead and run with Cincinnati.
End of the division too. I think they're still up for grabs, right?
Yeah, I think they're only like a game behind or something like that right now. So
yeah,
the Ravens definitely need this win versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Now I'm going to go ahead and run with Cincinnati too as well. Joe Burrow's my guy. I feel like Baltimore is too decimated in the secondary to be able to keep up with T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Cincinnati. They have too much for the Baltimore Ravens right now. And still, the Baltimore Ravens haven't figured out how to stop the blitz with Lamar Jackson in the lineup. So definitely Cincinnati.
Let me just make a point before we move on. See how tight this division is. Bengals 8-6, Ravens 8-6, Steelers 7-6-1, the Browns 7-7. So anybody can win this division. That's how much competitive. I don't know if that's competitive or they just sorry, but this division is tight, man. Anybody can just come out and win. So we'll see.
This game right here will tell me if the Cincinnati Bengals wanted enough to make it to the playoffs. This game right here.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
All right, next game we have the Los Angeles Rams at the Minnesota Vikings, and the Rams are a 3-point favorite.
Go ahead, Banks.
Yeah, I'm rocking with my boys all the way, man. But I think it's going to be close. But the Rams should cover that. We should cover that 3. A field goal victory over Minnesota. I like that bet. I would take that. I think we're going to pull it off because we need to. We have to pull this game off. Because we got business to take care of. And we need Arizona to lose, and we need to win this game. So let's go get the job done, boys.
Not only that, but if you lose, then you got the 49ers coming up, sneaking up behind you too. So yeah, you got to win this game.
Right.
I just didn't feel it in what you said, Banks. Like I feel like you need to put a little bit more heart into it. Like
nah, because I know
he playing it safe. He playing it safe.
I'm gonna exactly. I'm gonna do what the board's been doing since we started this podcast, playing it safe.
I don't never play it safe. I tell you, I keep it raw. I keep it 100.
Man, please.
Sure.
Man, please.
I keep it raw. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Los Angeles Rams are gonna wipe the floor with the Vikings. That's how
bold?
confident. Yes, there's a lot more bolder than what Banks said. That's his whole team.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, what do you want me to say, bro? I mean, there's nothing to say. We're going
Say we go curb stop them Vikings. That's something like
man,
that. Like
nah. I'm not gonna do that because I know how you are. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna beat the Minnesota Vikings. We're gonna cover.
What do you mean how I am? What am I gonna do?
Next picker. Who's picking next? Because I know what you're gonna do. If I jump out here screaming, yelling, holler, we lose. You're gonna snip it. Put it on somewhere. I'm not gonna do that. No, we're gonna win the game. I'm not dumb. I'm not falling for that bait, buddy.
Play it safe. Yeah.
He's not feeling good about himself. He's mad because Arizona's not getting the job done right now. That's exactly what it is. Arizona and Tennessee, his other two teams aren't getting the job done.
Hey, they still in the playoff picture. That's all that matters to me. But right now, it's the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are a 2.5-point favorite.
So this, just like with Cincinnati with the Ravens, I think this is the how they lost the first time they played the Patriots, the Buffalo Bills, was kind of embarrassing. How do you lose to a quarterback that only threw three times? So I think this is Buffalo's game. They have to win this game. Having said that, give me the Patriots, man. Patriots is just a better team.
Oh, what?
They're just a better team. Buffalo has to win, but they ain't gonna win. I don't believe in Buffalo, and I don't believe in the Los Angeles Raiders. The Los Angeles Chargers.
That's not bad. But yeah, give me I'm gonna go with Buffalo here. Wow. I think Buffalo believe they should have won that game, and they lost last week, so their backs against the wall. Everybody's starting to jump off their horse, and I think Buffalo is going to come out there and play a better game. The weather elements shouldn't have anything to do with it this time around, so there should be no excuses if Buffalo loses. If Buffalo loses, they just lost, and that's it. Because chances are, if Buffalo loses game, they that playoff picture is looking kind of. It's looking kind of,
Listen, if Buffalo loses and the way the Dolphins are playing, the Dolphins could just usurp them and just take their spot. I'm just saying, you just never know.
That'd be something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a Banks card. I am a little bit biased, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with the New England Patriots because I need the Buffalo Bills to keep losing so the Dolphins can end up getting a playoff spot. Now the Dolphins do have to rely on quite a few teams for them to lose out the next couple of games, but the Bills definitely that would help out a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the New England Patriots to cover the 2.5.
And so this is a heart pick, not a smart logic.
Yep, it's a hard pick.
Okay.
This is a hard pick for sure. Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the New York Jets.
Yeah, newsflash, don't watch this game.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Now, just a brief highlight, because last week we kind of had what's the word I want to use? We're going to revisit the conversation because we had a deep conversation about the Jacksonville Jaguars and the possibility of Urban Meyer being fired. And then the very next a couple minutes later, after we turned off the show, and Banks actually you sent the message saying Urban Meyer got fired. I'm like, oh damn, for real? That kick must have been real. But they ended up losing last week to the Texans. So I'm expecting to see a big, huge improvement from the Jacksonville Jaguars this week without Urban Meyer. But thoughts before we end up making our picks. Thoughts on the Urban Meyer firing?
It was bound to happen. He thought he can come into a league with grown men and control them like he does with college. You can't do that. You have to be a leader of men. You can't be controlling. You just have to be in control if you're a coach. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't going to work out. Hopefully he gets another chance in the future after he changes his mindset. But yeah, it was bound to happen. It was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen after the season, but Jaguars said nope.
Enough is enough. Yeah, it was only time, man. It's unfortunate though, because I think this Jacksonville team they're an interesting team to pick up though. This is a very interesting team. I would be really excited if I'm a incoming head coach, whoever that is. I would be very excited to coach this team because this team definitely does have some talent. They just need a leader. They just need somebody to put this shit together. And I think they'll be able to make some noise, man. But it had to happen though. It definitely had to happen. Urban Meyer was just, it just wasn't a good idea from the jump. But you live and you learn.
True.
So before we actually move on to making this pick, do you have any coaching candidates up the top of your head that you think that could fill that vacancy?
Oh my God, what's his
Marvin
name?
Lewis.
Yes, Marvin Lewis. But what's the guy from Detroit?
He said Marvin Lewis. Did I hear that correct?
What's the guy? Hold on, but what's the guy from Detroit that was the head coach of Detroit that got him to the playoffs? The only coach in Detroit in years.
Jim Caldwell.
I think he deserves a chance. Yeah.
He absolutely
over
does.
Marvin Lewis. Yeah.
They was talking about Byron Leftwich. I feel like that's like a puzzle piece fit, to be honest with you. That's perfect.
That might work.
That's
That might
literally
work.
Yeah,
perfect.
It might work. He's a hell of a I would love to see Byron Leftwich get a shot as a head coach.
I think he's a better coach than no disrespect to Byron Leftwich. I just think he's a better coach than he was a player, in my opinion.
He wasn't that bad as a player, to be honest.
No, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. Yeah.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of mediocre quarterbacks that played in the league that are great offensive coordinators.
He was a black Ben. He was a black Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, the black Ben Roethlisberger. I remember he had the press conference said, what did he say? I'm a scrambler. I'm not a running quarterback. I'm just the slowest black one or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Goddamn.
He was slow. He was goddamn. He was slow.
He was pitiful. He was pitiful. I still remember that game in college, man. His last game. I think he actually broke his foot or something like that, or something. He had a cramp.
That's not funny,
like
but
no, seriously, his teammate actually carried him. He just completed a big play that was like almost like a game winner, and they carried him from where he fell down and all the way down the field and he scored a touchdown that drive. He scored a touchdown. So y'all got to watch that. If you haven't never seen it before, check that play out. It's funny as hell.
I did want to throw in a wild card head coaching pick. Adam Gase, I feel like deserves a shot at the Jacksonville
With
Jets.
that being said, give me the New York Jets.
Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets to cover. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
We're moving on. Next one. Yeah. Next one. Come on.
Yeah. That's a shame. We don't respect you no more, bro.
What you mean you don't respect me? I'm okay. I feel like he deserves another shot.
Oh, stop it. Come on, go ahead.
We had to put up with this for what? For how many weeks is this now? 16 weeks? 15 weeks? Come on, bro. Enough is enough. Let's move on.
Come on. Adam Gase and Josh Rosen, just stop. Enough.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are a 10-point favorite.
Give me the Eagles, baby. Give me the Eagles, baby. We on the road. We on the road. Listen, we're not losing to the Giants twice.
Y'all at home.
We're not losing to the Giants twice. That can't happen. We can't. We got to beat the Giants once, and we got to beat the Cowboys once. Give me the Eagles. I don't care what the points are. I'm just going with my team to win. We got to make it to the playoffs. Let's scare some people. Give me the Eagles. If we lose to the Giants, scare some people. Yes,
scare some people.
Again, you just going hot. You ain't got to always be the best team. You just got to be the best on that day. You just got to be the team once.
I'm sorry. Y'all suck.
Hey, we got the same record as the Dolphins, so stop it.
Thanks. I was sitting down watching the game yesterday. I'm like, yo, the Eagles were trying to lose the game at the beginning.
Well, we won by 10. DeVore, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Against a decimated Washington football team.
Hey, man, give me win is a win. I don't care. Give me the Eagles.
Okay, a win is a win, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Eagles too, but they're not covering the spread.
Okay. I don't care about the spread in this one. I just want them to win.
Yeah, I don't think Philly covers this either. I don't know how they can bring up a 10-point line after watching them play last night. Like I don't get it. But I mean, Vegas knows more than we do. That's why they get.
Wait, hold on. They won by 10 though, so they did. Well, I don't know if they covered that, but they won by 10, so they can win by 10.
Y'all turned the ball over 3 times in the first.
We still won by 10 points. I'm just saying.
3 times in the first half. It was any other quarterback than Garrett Gilbert. Y'all would have been talking about how y'all were trying to looking at the outside, looking into the playoffs right now.
Listen, now y'all not gonna be double teaming me about my team, okay? Let me be happy, okay? We started out so bad.
A true friend tells his friend the truth. If you're not a true friend, if you don't tell them the truth.
Right.
Oh, but you don't know the truth about Josh Rosen and Adam Gase. No, I'm kidding.
That is
No, I'm
very
kidding,
true.
but yeah.
Only Quinte's my real friend on that one.
Shout out Quinte. What's up, brother?
So you don't
hear
care
me,
about
Deron? Okay, Deron.
Let me just tell you something.
All right, so we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a 11-point favorite. So we have Chris Godwin. He is going to miss the remainder of the season. I believe currently sitting right now that Mike Evans is sitting as questionable for this game Sunday. So it all comes down to, are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to move forward and keeping Antonio Brown for the remainder of the season?
Go ahead, Banks.
Yeah, Antonio Brown's not going nowhere. Why? Because Tom Brady is still the quarterback on that team. He's not going nowhere. I mean, it sounds good, but no, it's not happening. Antonio Brown will be a part of this team. Tampa is probably going to end up being in the Super Bowl again. But I like Tampa to cover this spread. I mean, there's no way I'm picking Carolina to do anything like that. There's no way.
See, I knew you was going to say that, and we all been disappointed by Carolina and especially Cam. But considering the fact they just lost 9-0, which was awful. Like, I don't know what the hell happened last week. Do you really have faith that they can cover 11 points?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, proof is in the pudding, man. It's a lot of times when Tom Brady plays bad, and he played bad. Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm being 100 with you on that one. He played terrible. When Tom Brady has bad games, he normally comes back with a good game right behind it. And it just so happens Carolina's on the schedule, and they haven't been playing good football at all. So, no. I think Tampa's going to cover that 11. Carolina is just a bad football team, bro. They're not good at all. Like, they're really bad.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like they just need a quarterback.
Well, so the Saints are better than Carolina?
Yes, I think the Saints are better than
It's
Carolina.
close. I feel like they have a better coach in New Orleans than what they have.
Right, and a better, it's better. They're better. They're a better team.
Right, yeah.
But I'm definitely going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they're not covering this 11 points.
Okay.
And then we still have the option. Okay, let me ask you this before we move on. Who's the better quarterback option for the Panthers? Sam Darnold or Cam Newton?
None of them.
I think there's a tie. They both trash.
Yeah, they're both terrible.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm taking Sam Darnold.
Either or, you're gonna lose.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong. What are our options here? You know what I mean? Like,
do the Wildcat.
You got options.
Cam is just it's over, bro. Ever since Cam grew his hair out and started wearing fedoras, like, he's just hasn't been that guy.
You want to be Bob Marley?
Ever since he got hit in the Super Bowl by the Broncos, he just been different.
It's just mind-boggling to me. Like, it's not that hard to complete a 15-yard pass. Like, it's not hard. Like, but Cam makes it look so difficult. I just don't understand it. Like, I feel like I would have a shot in the NFL right now.
I think with Cam, no, hell no. But I think with Cam, I think with Cam it's more physical than mental. I think mentally he thinks he has it, but physically he just doesn't have it anymore.
Interesting. I guess we about to find out. But next game is the Los Angeles Chargers at the Houston Texans, and the Chargers are a 9.5-point favorite.
I told you I don't trust the Chargers, but I mean this is the Texans, so. But I think 9.5 is too much. The Texans can score, so I actually would take Houston to cover, not to win the game, but just to cover.
You're insane.
Yeah, give me Los Angeles. I don't think Houston's going to cover this at all. Chargers are going to roll.
Okay.
They might lose by more than this. Chargers gonna
They,
roll.
they, I
Problem
think,
with the
yeah.
Chargers is they just give up too many. Their defense is just outside of Joey Bosa and Derwin James. You don't got a lot to be happy with.
I
Yeah,
like
but 9 points is too much for this team, for the Chargers.
A good defensive end too. I like Nwosu.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers too as well. They're going to cover the 9.5, and I'm definitely going to take the under on that too as well.
See, the thing is, G. The thing is, yes, you're right about that being a lot of points, but here's the issue: can Houston score enough points to keep up with the Chargers? Because the Chargers are going to score points. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They're going to score points. Do you trust Houston to keep up? And I don't think the Chargers defense is that bad that Houston's going to put up a ton of points. Like they're going to hold their own against the Houston Texans because they just don't have enough. But I do like the Texans though. You know, you guys know I've been on the Texans bandwagon a little bit. So you know, I did say that Houston Texans were going to beat the Tennessee Titans. In fact, they did. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the next one we got? The Chicago Bears at the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks are a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, give me Seattle. I don't think this is a discussion. I mean, is anybody picking the Bears? Give me Seattle, man. Just give me Seattle. They cover the spread.
Yeah, I'm taking Seattle on this one too. I could pick Seattle safely now because it doesn't matter to me whether they win or not because they're not going to have an impact on the division. So give me Seattle.
I'm going to go ahead and money line the Chicago Bears.
On the road with that offensive line?
Yeah, I'm going to money line them. I don't think the Seattle Seahawks defensively is that good anyway. So,
hey, they look pretty good against us, man. They had us on the ropes a little bit. So
yeah.
Just saying.
But I'm going to go ahead and take Chicago. I feel like this is the upset of the week right here. Chicago at Seattle.
I would get on you about that because all this shit you've been saying about the quarterback position in Chicago.
I didn't say anything about this quarterback position, but it's funny how we look at it one way, but we can't look at it the same way for other quarterbacks. That's what's weird to me. That's really weird to me because
there's an actual talent difference as well, though.
Okay, well, you can say what you want about talent difference, but at the same time, we can point out that the head coach, the coaching, and the supporting cast around them is not good enough for him to perform. But for Justin Fields, and also we just recently added Trevor Lawrence to the list, but not for anybody else. That mind boggles my mind. But go ahead.
So if Justin Fields gets cut right now and Trevor Lawrence gets cut and they sign with another team, isn't that giving them another chance?
No.
Oh,
Depend.
okay.
Well, let me put it to you like this.
No.
I'm because it depends on the situation that they're put in. That's what it comes down to. Because if, let's say, a Justin Fields or a Trevor Lawrence get cut and they go to a team where they're competing for a starting job,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, the job is up for grabs at that point. If you keep them on the Chicago Bears, if they decide they want to keep Matt Nagy, well, if they don't keep Matt Nagy, then yeah, you might want to think about that for a second because of the fact that they do have a top 10 pick in the draft, so they have an opportunity to go get a quarterback. Same thing with the Philadelphia Eagles. If they don't make it to the playoffs, or if they possibly, even if they do make it to the playoffs, they may still end up taking a quarterback. So is that fair? I say I don't think it is, but hey, that's just the way the things go now for some particular reason.
Yeah, because Josh Rosen is just not good, bro.
I didn't even mutter his name.
Yeah, but we all know who you're talking about. Yeah, we know. Yeah,
Josh Rosen is just not good, bro. Like but you'll see it one day when he's out of the league and he's probably on the TV screen being an announcer or something like that. Maybe you'll see it. You'll be like, you know what? Banks is right this whole time, man. Josh Rosen was terrible. What? You'll see.
I'm along with getting Adam Gase on the show one day. I want Josh Rosen on the show.
I can't wait to rip into his ass.
You ain't gonna say nothing. You're not gonna say nothing. You're gonna be quiet as a church mouse. You ain't gonna say a word.
Please. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I'm gonna rip it to his ass.
You're not gonna say nothing. I already know. He was like, "How you doing, Josh Rosen? We can appreciate what you did for us in the league, such at UCLA." And you just
So
gonna
how
tell me
things been, buddy?
you just gonna go right over the conversation about, Josh Rosen, you've been on 5 teams. What did it go? What went wrong? Like, you gonna say it in a nice way. You ain't gonna say it the way you've been saying
No.
it.
I would actually be like, yo, why shit ain't working out with you? Are you just terrible?
You're not gonna say that neither.
I would say that.
You're not gonna say that. I know you're not gonna say that.
That's funny, G. You don't think we bought that life, G?
Yeah, no,
he don't know.
Hell no,
We
y'all
from
don't go
Miami.
that hard.
Listen,
y'all don't go that hard.
Listen, we from Dade County, bro. We don't give a fuck.
What does that mean? Y'all don't go that hard.
Okay, man. Okay.
All right, so next game is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs are a 10-point favorite.
Oh my God! I see. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm kind of a Steelers fan because I grew up watching them. So I want the Steelers to win because if they lose one more game, they're out the playoff race. They're done. So they have to win. But the Chiefs have kind of been quietly on a roll. So give me the Chiefs to. I wouldn't say because the Steelers keep it close, man. Their defense is good. I don't know if the Chiefs can cover the spread. I think they'll win the game, but I got the Steelers to cover the spread.
Yeah, I agree with that point. Give me the Steelers to cover on this one. Even though the Kansas City Chiefs have been clicking lately, they've been playing some really good football. They figured out another way to win games. They're not all about style and glare anymore. But I just think that Pittsburgh is going to play a lot more motivated. Now that they got, like G said, their backs against the wall. You got the Kansas City Chiefs who won a Super Bowl and they're rolling and stuff like that. I just feel like that's a lot of points for Kansas City to pull off. And the reason why it's probably up that high too is the fact that Kansas City, like I said, they're hot and just they're just a better team right now. But I mean, it was a close game this past week with Kansas City and the Chargers. So I'm not understanding this line. I don't know why this line is that high. I feel like Pittsburgh, it should have been at least like maybe 4 or 5 points, maybe, but 10, like. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. I think Pittsburgh is going to play with their heads on fire. So I like Pittsburgh to cover that.
You think Pittsburgh can win the game or no?
Hell no.
I don't think Pittsburgh can win. I think they can cover the spread.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Chiefs to cover the spread too. Because I don't think the Steelers are that good team anyway. Now,
defensively, yeah.
Now listen to me carefully here. Mike Tomlin has done a pretty good job with the Pittsburgh Steelers this year as far as them keeping them competitive because the offense sucks for the Steelers right now. It really sucks. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Chiefs to cover the
I say the only thing good about the Steelers offense is when it's clicking, the running game is special. I like Najee Harris. I think he has a bright future in this league. But other than that, their offense is pretty much non-existent. They're staying in games almost solely because of the defense. So,
absolutely.
What's the next one we got? We have the Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Both of these teams are a disappointment this year.
Yeah, the
Shout
Raiders
out to Teddy
are
Bridgewater,
1 point.
man.
I said Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, man, he had a really scary injury, man. He got carted off the field.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Shout out to Teddy Bridgewater, man. Hope he's all right.
Yes, absolutely. So, Drew Lock at quarterback for the Denver Broncos this Sunday.
These two teams have been disappointed. Like the Raiders started out so well, like playing good, big wins, but they just kind of flopped. They're both sitting at 7-7 right now. I guess they're still in the playoff hunt, but I mean, the Raiders are at home. They're 1 point favorite. That's it. I don't know. I guess this would be a pick'em game too. Give me the Raiders. As far as money line, give me the Raiders.
I'm a money line the Broncos.
You can't go wrong with
Yeah, I
anybody.
agree. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broncos here as well. Well, no, Drew Lock is playing. No, Drew Lock is terrible.
Give him a full week of practice, Banks, before we call him terrible. Give him a full week of practice.
I mean,
Drew Lock
he
can't win
needs
you
to
one
be-
game.
Listen, me and DeVore, we like Drew Lock. I just don't. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I mean, with the Raiders, yeah, I don't know. This game is tough.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the better defense here. I'm gonna go with the better defense. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. I change my pick. Give me the Broncos. When in doubt, pick the better defense. So yeah.
Yep, Broncos all day.
That's true. I hear you. I'll go with the Raiders because they're home. That's all.
All right, the Washington football team at the Dallas Cowboys. This is the Sunday night game, and the Dallas Cowboys are 10.5-point favorite.
That's too much. That's too much for me.
Way too much.
If Philly can beat Washington by 10, Dallas should be able to beat them by 20. I'm just saying.
But it's the Cowboys though, and this is a rivalry game. This is a divisional game, and you can't really bet on that for a divisional game. I think 10 points is too much. 10.5. So they basically got to win by 11. Nah, it's too much.
Give me Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas to cover the spread.
Give me Dallas.
Give me Dallas. Yeah, they're going to cover the 10.5.
Yeah, they got this. They got this, bro.
I got the Washington football team to cover, but not win the game. I disagree, but we'll see.
Oh, man. Dallas.
Okay. All right.
Next, what we got? The last game was the Monday night game. The Miami Dolphins at the New Orleans Saints, and the Saints are a 3-point favorite. I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that too. I would think that the Dolphins being on the roll, winning 7 games or 6 games in a row, they would be the favorite. But I guess because New Orleans is at home, man, give me Miami. I'm going with Miami. I think this is the first time this season that I'm picking the Dolphins to win. Give me Miami to.
I could have swore you had to beat the Buffalo Bills.
No, I had them beating the Patriots. So yeah, I picked the Patriots. The first game of the season was the first game. Yeah, first game of the season. Yeah. Give me the Dolphins.
Shit.
Shout out Quinte. What's up, brother?
So, Banks, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first, bro. It's your team. Actually, no, I'm gonna save you the last. No. Dolphins on the roll, right? Yeah, they are. I don't know, DeVore. I think the buck stops here, man. Give me Saints coming off a pretty good win against Tampa. Give me the Saints, man.
If the Dolphins lose, that's it for them, right? They're out.
Yes, they're
eliminated.
This is the game that gets their hopes destroyed. They're out.
That's both teams. The Saints are going to be out if they lose this game too.
Well, I think the Saints know they ain't making the playoffs. They're not, but I think the Dolphins still have a hope that they can.
Hey, they the number 1 team in the hunt right now. Man, this is tough. This is really tough. But I'm gonna go ahead and run with the Dolphins. I'm gonna be a homer here. Taysom
listen.
Hill. What's up?
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Taysom Hill obviously can't move the ball. As long as the Dolphins keep consistent pressure on, I feel like their defense should be straight. But their Saints defense, on the other hand, that's gonna give Tua some issues. So
here we go.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Miami Dolphins, and they're gonna cover the 3 points.
That doesn't sound convincing either. You sound like Banks over there with him saving his
So
his
if you're
bet.
taking them for 3, you might as well just money line them, bro.
Well, here's
That's
the
the
thing.
money line.
Here's the difference between me and Banks, because Banks came into the season pounded his chest saying, "Oh yeah, the Rams going to the Super Bowl. The Rams going to the Super Bowl."
And I think we're going to the Super Bowl.
And I said the Dolphins were coming in third. That's what I said. So really, by me taking the Dolphins, it doesn't matter how much energy I bring to the table. Just remember, at the beginning of the season, I said they was coming in third.
So again, basically, you cover yourself. That's what you do, huh? You just cover yourself all the time.
How do I cover myself? How do I cover
I get
myself?
I get
How
it.
do I cover myself if I set a goal for my team based off of how I evaluated them during the course of the offseason. And just because I didn't say they was going to win the division, I'm covering myself.
That's what you do. You say things, but you say things in the beginning, so that way when it doesn't happen, like, yeah, but that's what I said in the beginning.
I said the Titans were going to win the division, and I said the Cardinals are going to win the division. How is that covering myself?
Listen, I see what makes me talk about now.
I told y'all, dog.
There was nothing to be seen. If I stood tall, I said, the Dolphins are not going to win the division. I don't feel confident in the Dolphins. Even before we even played week 1, I said it on record. So how is that me cover myself if I knew what was going to happen?
Because you get excited when they start winning. Now you want to.
I didn't get excited. I didn't get excited about them winning. I still have my doubts about Tua. And the teams that the Dolphins did beat, they have not been good teams except for the Baltimore Ravens. That's the only good team that they beat. I'm not like the rest of these Miami Dolphins fans that be like on the bandwagon saying the Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl. I don't believe in the Dolphins right now. And Banks should know this because Banks knows I'm always ready for my Dolphins. I always usually pick my Dolphins to win every single week. Yes or no, Banks? Yes or no?
You have been kind of humble this year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to take the Dolphins this game against the Saints. And I'm going to leave it at that.
I think you did that on purpose, though. I think you did that on purpose because you don't want to. Because you don't want to hear you don't want to hear my mouth anymore, bro. I think that's what it is. I think that's exactly what it is.
That's what it is. I just couldn't make a good NFL analyst pick. Making a non-biased pick, looking at the New England Patriots, looking at the Buffalo Bills on paper, they are better teams than the Dolphins. I couldn't just make that assessment.
No, you got to stand by your team at the beginning of the season, bro.
Oh, I got to stand by my
season. The records are 0-0. You got to be optimistic, bro. You got to be like, you know what? This is our year. I don't give a damn how sorry the Dolphins are. This is our, you know what I mean? That's how you're supposed to be.
By week 10, 11, that's when you figure out where your team is at. But in the beginning of the season, you got to be all in.
Look how bad the Rams played last month. We didn't win a single damn game. You know what I mean? And I went hard. I went against them. I was like, you know what? Until the Rams show me something, I'm picking against them. And luckily, they've been playing better the last few weeks. So, you know, I mean, as long as you're picking the Dolphins, that's fine. But at the end of the day, this is what matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm still going to end up being right about the Miami Dolphins. So,
okay.
It's going to be another year.
That doesn't bother me. That part does not bother me because you know what?
It bothers a lot of people, though.
You know what? You know what was going through my mind on Sunday when the Dolphins was down 10-0. Me and Banks remember our very first episode, and we went over the schedule for the 2019 season, and it sticks with me ever since that day. He says the Dolphins win the games that they're not supposed to win, and they lose the games they're supposed to win.
I told you.
That's true, though.
I've been right. I'm telling you,
that's true.
That's the Miami Dolphins over the last 20 years in a nutshell. That's what they do. Yep. That's exactly what they do. They lose. They lose the game they're supposed to win, and the game they're not supposed to win, they beat them. Like, who the hell saw? Man, let's be honest, bro. Every year, though, you would count the Miami Dolphins out against the New England Patriots with Tom Brady. Oh, yeah, Dolphins going to lose. They're not going to win this game. Next thing you know, they beat them.
Yeah.
And then they'll turn around the next week and lose to the Jets. Like, come on, bro.
So it's literally coming down to the Dolphins are almost in control of their destiny to make it into the playoffs. They got to win out. It happens almost every single time the Dolphins are in the hunt. They screw up somewhere. What's the Dolphins' remaining schedule right now? They got to beat. They got to play the Saints, the Titans, and another team.
The Patriots, ain't it? Or they played the Patriots twice already.
Yeah, they got to play the Patriots again. They haven't played the Patriots twice.
Yeah, they got to play the Patriots again. So
they got to win out.
Yep, the Saints, the Titans, and the Patriots at home. You got to play the Patriots at home. That's the game they're gonna fuck up. I already know it. That's the game they're gonna fuck up right there. They gonna take the Saints and they're gonna take the Titans. But that game versus New England at home in Miami, they're gonna fuck that game up.
They might lose all 3 games, man. To be honest
with
you,
my words, they're gonna fuck that game up.
I want them to win. I want the Dolphins to get in the playoffs, but they might lose all 3 games. I hope they don't, though, but we'll see.
That last, they're gonna win these 2, but week 18, versus the New England Patriots, and this is going to be for the Dolphins to get into the playoffs for that 7th seed. Mark my words, they're going to fuck it up. They're going to fuck it up. I already know.
Hey,
And
listen,
Banks knows it. And Banks knows it.
I'm gonna be the Dolphins fan. I'm gonna be Devore today. I say the Dolphins going 3-0 and they making the playoffs. I have faith in you, Miami. Go ahead. Come on, man. Come on, Dolphins. Hometown team. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
Hey,
Come on, Dolphin fans. Let's get it.
We read this book quite a few times, so
I know.
I'm so happy to hear the humble Devore, bro. All these years I've known him, I've never gotten this. I'm smiling right now. I'm serious. I'm like, this is all I wanted to do this whole time I met his ass. Because I met him on YouTube, I've been wanting to humble his ass since day one. And I think he's starting to come around to it. I think he's starting to see that I was right all these years.
Hey, Devore, don't be humble, man. Go root for your team, man. Say they're gonna win all 3 games, all 3 of them. Say it.
At the end of the day, I have an audience that's listening to me right now. So if I was to sit here and tell them a lie and cost them money, I don't want them to come find me. So I'm keeping it 100 with you right now.
There's only one person that I know without a shot of a doubt who believes the Dolphins are going to win all 3 games, and he is not here. So,
What are we talking about? Put him out there.
Quinte don't think any Miami team should ever lose, bro. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Quinte's the only person I know that's out there that thinks the Miami's going to win all 3 games. And he's going to come in here and sound like Nostradamus and be like, but you know what? The Miami Dolphins and da-da-da-da. He's going to give you all these damn stats. They ain't going to lose.
Oh, Lord.
They ain't going to lose. And they're going to find a way to lose because that's what they do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Banks is actually telling the truth. It is just so unfortunate for the Miami Dolphins.
It really is. Yeah.
But yeah, that's our week 16 picks. Unfortunately, I'm counting the days to that week 18 matchup versus the New England Patriots. But we're gonna be back Saturday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Be sure to go ahead and check out our social media pages: Twitter, Instagram, and our Facebook page. This is the Not for the Bay podcast. Oh, excuse me. Any final thoughts before we end up closing this thing out?
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. I'll keep it short and sweet for me. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, same thing. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody, and be safe, have fun, and just enjoy life.
Yes, absolutely. Merry Christmas. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, Christmas Day, that's Saturday, so that's the day of the podcast. So look out for the bat signal that day. We undecided. We got to see what everybody's status is that day before I make any commitments on that one. But yes, it's the Not for the Bay podcast. Yep. It's the Not for the Bay podcast. We up out of here, man.
Peace. Good night.
All right.